To Žalgiris for its win, and to the fans because they create a very, very warm atmosphere around the game, putting a lot of pressure and definitely helping their team to win. I think we had a very, very good first half. And we have some flashes in the second one where we have not the right consistency and the right resiliency throughout the 40 minutes yet. I think the difference was made by the 10 offensive rebound Žalgiris grabbed in the second half and by the 10 free throws we missed. But at the end of the day, we were 5 up at a couple of minutes to go. And then it became a one-on-one game where they made their drives, they made their buckets, and we didn't. We had sloppy executions, and while they were pretty effective, especially in the last two one-on-one with Evans and Brazdeikis. So congrats to them. Just one day to rest and to prepare the next one.
Tai buvo fiziškos rungtynės, sveikinu Žalgirį, kuris laimėjo, taip pat sveikinu komandos fanus, kurie sukūrė tikrai šiltą atmosferą ir prisidėjo prie šios pergalės. Mes užžaidėme tikrai gerą pirmąją pusę, momentai buvo geri ir antroje pusėje, tačiau pritrūko šiek tiek stabilumo. Vienas iš pergalės kertinių momentų tai yra 10 Žalgirio atkovotų kamuolių puolime antroje pusėje ir mūsų 10 pramestų baudų. Bet nepaisant to, likus 2 minutėm buvome priekyje 5 taškais, bet tada viską nulėmė žaidimas 1-1, kur Žalgiris įmetė, o mes ne. Gerai, klausiu.
Coach, you contained Brazdeikis for basically the whole game, but then at the end of the game you scored 8 of 10 large Žalgiris points. So could you just elaborate a little bit? What went good and at the end went bad for you?
Well, I think it's true we did a good job on him, especially because we did more of a team work around him. At the end, we lost vision on a cut. We gave a driving angle too easy. And on the very last one, we let him push our defensive player off. We were not strong and solid on his drive, attacking, looking for the counter. So we got to give credit to him. He's a great player, and we had to learn and improve from there.
Also talking about that last minute, couple of plays didn't go your way. So what was your plan? When I think there was 8 seconds left when Teodosic lost the ball. So could you just elaborate as well?
Well, we wanted to hit him and see if he had a chance to drive on the switch or to flip it back to Lumber and play from there. Unfortunately, he attacked on Hayes and he couldn't finish the drive. So I think it was a good defense from Hayes.
Coach, overall, that's a return for Virtus to EuroLeague, for you to return to EuroLeague. How has it been so far for you and your team adjusting to this new kind of level?
Well, it's at the end of the day, it's basketball. I mean, it's the game we control. It's nothing different from any other competition or European Championship, World Championship, but there is more physicality. For sure, the physicality is higher. That's a huge difference, and we have many players who never played in EuroLeague so far. They are playing the first games in EuroLeague, so they have to adjust to this physicality. I think that's it. When we will have also we have several new players with players who were injured, who are recently came back. We had to put the whole team together a little bit more. I don't feel that we are really a cohesive and really solid team yet. We are during maybe 20 minutes, 25 minutes. We got to get to be that kind of a team during 40 minutes, having at least a good contribution from everyone who steps on the floor. Doesn't have to be, you know, a starting performance from everyone. This is impossible, but a solid contribution from everyone to prove that everyone has the right and the level to play in EuroLeague, of course.
Coach, forgive me for a cheesy question, but since you said that, I must ask. You said that this team relatively young from EuroLeague perspective, so...
No, I said that many players play their first EuroLeague games in this season. I not say young. Everybody can be older, younger. I mean, I said that they play the first EuroLeague games in the last couple of weeks, half of them.
As young, I meant experience-wise, so, but
Yep.
Anyway. Do you see,
EuroLeague experience.
yes, exactly.
Yep.
Do you see similarities in that regard with Spanish national team right before Eurobasket and now with this Virtus team before EuroLeague season?
No, I don't think so. That's another situation. I've been coaching that team for many years. Players have been growing together for many years. I mean, they know the system, they know everything. I know them perfectly. They know each other perfectly, so it's there. I mean, of course, in terms of system knowledge, in terms of togetherness, cohesiveness, of course, we are much more ahead with, but because time was completely different. This is a second year coach team, and we are. I think we did a great season last year, winning Euro Cup and making the final and winning Super Cup. We started the right way, winning Super Cup. Unfortunately, we had you know, a couple of losses. One against Monaco, which is a top team. And tonight, against a very good team like Žalgiris, was a close game. Both teams could have won. So we just moved to the next one. You cannot make too long of a story about a game which could have easily been won by the other one and at the end deservedly won by the home team. That's basketball.
Coach, at the end of the game, Žalgiris is up by 1. They get the rebound, you foul. And we saw so many games being killed or ended by refs in Eurobasket in that instance with calling unsportsmanlike foul in that situation. How happy are you seeing refs letting the players themselves decide the game and not kill it by that kind of whistle?
Well, I understand your point, but I think if you want to, let's say, make evaluation about officiating, you got to take the whole 40 minutes. Because in a game, in a basically one possession game, every decision could have been the decisive one. Of course, everybody leave the game with this final decision in his eyes. And there was an instant replay. So the referee were there. So they took their time to examine it. I think Paiola looked for the ball clearly in his attempt to steal it from behind. Is a play he does. He's a specialist player, you know, slapping the ball from behind. He did it in the first half too, if you go back and rewatch it. So again, I wouldn't judge any officiate decision being right after the game. You got to rewatch it and be a little bit more cold to make evaluation about referees' decisions.
Hello, Coach. Can you tell more about Teo current physical shape and also his sports shape?
About
Miloš Teodas.
Oh, Miloš is stay out for 1 month and a half. He almost didn't do preseason, or did I would say 30% of the preseason. He's still quite far from his best shape, but he's getting better. It's just the second game he played this year, so he has a long way to go in front of him. Of course, he has an age which suggests us to take good care of him and to give us the good advice of not overload him, because that could be very dangerous. It could end up into an injury, and this is what absolutely we want to avoid, especially at this point of the season.
Coach, as my colleague mentioned, not only Virtus Bologna, but Sergio Scariolo also returned to the EuroLeague. Can you compare how EuroLeague basketball in general has changed in 8 years since you've been coaching?
Well, I think that for sure the physical level raised, and this probably made necessary have deeper teams. The physicality is higher. The level of the context is higher. I don't get into the criterias, but I say that overall, for sure, it is much more of a contact game as before. This is why we have so many low scores in our games. So it's more fatiguing, more demanding from a physical point of view to players. So that's why probably you need deeper rosters. And this is, I would say, the main not change, but evolution of European basketball in the last few years.
Okay, thank you, Coach.
Yep, you're welcome.